Finding a true wireless earbuds on budget with good physical button is a rarity. But today, I found it. I found it for you guys. This little guy is equipped with super high quality buttons from Panasonic that puts every other physical button, and yes, of course, touch sensors to shame. Check this out. That's very nice. So, let's get into it. Selamat pagi! Good morning everyone, Kenneth here, and today we'll be talking about this Tronsmart Onyx Free. A very underrated earbuds. It's almost a crime, not because of the advertised UV sterilization feature, but rather because of just how good it is as basic true wireless earbuds. It ticks all the basics, which we're going to discuss in detail today. And also, Tronsmart is still able to throw in some extra nice features for only how much? I've seen it going for as low as 33 bucks in AliExpress. That is insane value. But before we start talking about anything, a quick disclaimer, this earbuds is sent by Tronsmart, but as always, my reviews are unaltered in any way. And I'm not paid by anyone, so please consider using the affiliate links in the description when you're buying stuff. And if you're looking for a VPN service, there's a link for IP Vanish down in the description. I've been using it for the past month and it's proving to be a pretty solid VPN. These are affiliate links, so I will get a commission at no extra cost to you. Thank you so much for your support. Now, we're gonna get started. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and let's talk about the most interesting part. The nice extra features I mentioned a minute ago. I'm gonna go straight and address the UV sterilization feature. I can't test it if it really works, but I know that it is implemented ingeniously. It goes with the mantra, it just works. So you have two UV lights at the bottom of the case there, and when you're using the earbuds, you close the case and the case will sterilize itself. When you're done, you put the earbuds in and the earbuds will get sterilized. The 4 LED indicator in front here will blink all at the same time to let you know that they are sterilizing, and it turns off immediately if you interrupt the sterilization process. And always be careful, exposure to UV lights is dangerous. Now, this is a huge improvement over my previous experience on a Tin Hi-Fi T2000. If you watch that video, they don't activate automatically. It's a push of a button, and this button can accidentally be pressed inside my back, which then will drain a ton of battery, and I ended up with a dead case. None of that will happen with the Onyx Free, but the extra battery used by the lights are still present. So the decently sized 500 mAh battery inside now feels like a small 300 mAh cell that can last up to a week at most. That's perfectly fine by me. I mean, it's still enough, a week of use, and it's charging using USB-C. And, you know, as a bonus, if the UV sterilization really works, yeah, I think that's a nice feature. I hope it works. So now let's get back to my usual review routine, and we're going to start talking about the sound quality first. And I've compared this with a lot of earbuds here, and first of all, I compared it with its predecessor, the Tronsmart Spunky Beat, and also I've compared it with my go-to recommendation, Halo GT1XR, and also my current favorites at the moment, like the Tranya B530, and also the Soundpeats True Shift 2. So let's talk about the differences through a couple different songs from different genres here. And first up, we'll start with Enter Sandman by Metallica. Now this one is interesting because the quality difference I found between all these earbuds that I have are very, very little. They're all very enjoyable, very great earbuds, and I probably should have known this because, you know, these are my top picks after all. But now that I've got to test them using aptX on my Note 20 Ultra, I know they're capable of reproducing good sound separation and soundstage, especially in the middle of the song where I can hear faint plucking at the bass, and I kind of hear it in the back of my head. Probably I just didn't notice this before, but yeah, I can hear it on all of these earbuds. A good earbuds will let you notice things that you didn't notice before, right? But just to be sure, I actually tried switching to AAC on all of these earbuds, and honestly, I don't find any difference, especially in the cheaper earbuds like the Tronsmart or the Halo. But on the more expensive Tranya or this Onyx Free, aptX just made them sound like one click louder. Now, moving on to the next song, Don't Stop Me Now by Queen, the story changed significantly. It is very clear which one focuses on the vocals and which one focuses on the bass. The Tronsmart Spunky beat, we know it sounds really bright. The vocals, the cymbals, they are crystal clear and pronounced. And below that will be the Tranya and the Halo. These two are pretty similar with less piercing highs, but the Tranya manages to pump out more of the bass, which is what makes it better compared to the Tronsmart Spunky Beat or the G21XR. Then we have our earbuds of the day, the Tronsmart Onyx Free. I think this sits between Tranya and then below that the True Shift 2 because vocals are toned down just a little bit more, but it's still in a very good balance. So that leaves the Soundpeats True Shift 2 for having the better low-end presence. It's a bit more boomy on the bass with surprisingly tight vocals still, almost like the band itself is playing right behind me instead of in my head like the other earbuds. So that's something worth mentioning on the True Shift 2 here. It's pretty cool. Now about the last song, this is gonna be quick because I'm testing the bass with Attention by Charlie Puth. And here we can see the same pattern with True Shift 2 being the best performer here because it has that sub-low end presence and it's basically not present on either the Onyx Free or the Spunky Beat or the GT1XR. So if you're coming from these earbuds and you don't like the bass response here, I don't think you will like it on the Onyx Free either. But if you ask me, I think this is perfectly fine. And it especially helps if you change the included ear tips with basically any other ear tips. I use Halo ear tips here, just like what I recommended with the Spunky Beat before. So as a recap, I'm gonna show you a chart showing you the warm sounding earbuds to the bright ones. And Onyx Free pretty much falls in the middle here, providing a good balance between vocal clarity and bass punch. And when compared to the Spunky Beat, it definitely has more bass presence in songs that's other than EDM. And that means this will sound better than the Halo GT1XR because it has similar highs but better low-end presence. That results in a sound signature that I think will appeal to a broader audience, which is always a good thing. Alright, so we're done with the sound quality here. I think it's okay. It doesn't win any awards, but yeah, let's get going into the next section, the build quality and fit. When I hear the word UV sterilization, I thought this is going to be one bulky case, but that's not the case at all. Pardon the pun. It's a bit smaller than Halo GT1 Pro case here. Even though it doesn't have as much battery, there's still a respectable 500 mAh cell inside. And it sports USB-C for charging, 4 LED battery indicator, soft to touch matte finish all around here, and at the top, there's a really nice reflective panel that gives it a unique look. And yes, it does attract fingerprints, but it doesn't scratch easily. So you can just wipe it off with your t-shirt and boom, good as new. My only gripe with this case is the lid doesn't have any resistance when opened, so it closes relatively freely, flipping easily, but I've had enough good stuff in this case, so I'm not going to complain. Now moving on to the earbuds, they took the same basic design of the Spunky Beat and Onyx Neo, then made it a little thicker so it can accommodate a physical button. If you're wondering, yes, this will charge normally on Spunky Beat's case, but it won't close because it's thicker. Now, that's not the only change. The battery also gets a tiny bump. It's a 40 mAh up from 35 in the Spunky Beat here, and that can last up to 7 hours now on 50% volume. At this point, when I see a Qualcomm chip, I will believe their battery claim, but only expect the number to decrease by about an hour when you use it with aptX. Compared to the Spunky Beat though, this is a nice improvement because the old one can drop to around 4 hours of playtime when used on aptX. So now with all that said, let's talk about this physical button. The main star of the show that should be the #1 reason why you are getting this earbuds. This Panasonic button they use, it's really next level quality. So at first, I thought this button felt a little mushy and the click is not as solid as say something like from the QCY or Redmi AirDots and stuff like that, but then it grew on me. I started clicking and clicking even when I'm not using it. But then I realized it doesn't take that much pressure to press it, so I'm not feeling like I'm shoving the earbuds into my ear. And it's almost a touch sensor-like experience, but this one is tactile. And most importantly, it is far more reliable. I have no fear of accidentally touching the earbuds when I'm adjusting the earbuds, and when I hold them in my hand, let's say I'm talking to someone, I have full confidence that I won't press it. And it's just everything that I love about a physical button, but now it's on a whole new level. Also, what makes it great is the actual controls you can do with it. I'll put the control scheme on screen right now and you can see that it doesn't skimp on anything. Play, pause, next, previous song, volume control, voice assistant, everything is right in your control. And did I mention that this earbuds is IPX7 water resistance? Yes, I've went to countless showers with these and they are perfectly fine until now. And what's also good is because it is a physical button, there won't be any accidental touches when water is dripping over it. So yeah, not only you can shower with these, but you can also wash this underwater. So that's really great. So that's pretty much it for the build quality. The physical button is really awesome. Now let's check out the latency test and the cold test. Switches and they have a plethora of options, including the silent one, and this one gets the speed silver switch. So let's check it out right now. I'm pretty interested because this will be kind of my first time ever trying a speed silver switch. Alright, welcome to the call test everyone. Right now you're listening to my iPhone 10 microphone and about an arm's length away talking at a normal volume, and let's take the Tronsmart Onyx free out and we'll see how fast it pairs. So, and now we are connected. So what do you think of the Tronsmart Onyx free microphone quality? I think it should be at the very least as good as the Tronsmart Spunky Beat. So yeah, this is how it sounds indoors. Let's go outside and see how it sounds. Right, so now we are outdoors with the Tronsmart Onyx free. We have a pretty noisy car and motorcycles that pass by. What do you think of sound quality? Can you hear that, or can you hear my voice clearer? So that's pretty much it. I think the outdoor call test of the Tronsmart Onyx free. Let's get back upstairs and we'll finish the video. So yes, my friend, I have found my perfect earbuds. It's clean, it's pocketable, it's water resistant, it sounds good enough, it lasts long enough, and the physical button brings everything together to a complete package. And best of all, the price isn't all that expensive. At 33 bucks, this is as feature packed as earbuds can get. So yeah, what do you think about the Tronsmart Onyx free? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm also available on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow me there to know what I'm going to review next, stuff like that. And seriously, it's been a crazy couple of weeks because the earbuds that I'm going to review are absolutely amazing. So that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. I'm Kenneth, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.